Welcome back to the channel, guys. I hope you guys are having a great day. Today I want to do another skin retouching for you guys, and this is going to be totally free. We are going to do a step-by-step of each method in Photoshop. I know I did the methods before where I had these two images over here, but today we're going to do everything step by step. Let me get straight into the video. All right, guys, so we are here with this image here, and what we're going to do is I'm going to duplicate my layer. Let me just close this. We're going to duplicate my layer right here. After I duplicate my layer, I'm going to go to my blending, and then we're going to change it to vivid light. Once we do that, we're going to press Command I on the keyboard. We're going to invert it. We're going to go to filter, other, and we're going to do a high pass filter. I'm going to be using a 30 radius right here. Your image might vary based on your resolution, okay? So we're gonna click that, and then what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go to filter, we're gonna go to blur, we're gonna go to Gaussian blur, and I'm gonna use about a 12, where that helps to retain the details in the skin. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hold down my option and click on the mask. We're gonna get a black mask. We're gonna press B on our keyboard and make sure that your opacity and flow is at 100%. I'm gonna enlarge my brush. This time, guys, for this method, you can definitely use your mouse. And so here we go. So all I'm gonna be doing is just painting over the skin. I'm going to reduce the size of the brush, and I'm just painting, just like that. Like so, for size. And already the image is coming together nicely. Just making sure I'm not missing any spots. I'm gonna paint in this area right here. I'm gonna paint right here. All right, that's looking pretty good. All right, so if you look at this image right away, you can see that the skin is definitely looking really good. So what we're gonna do next now is we're gonna remove the blemishes. So we're gonna create a blank layer. We're gonna press S on our keyboard for the clone stamp tool and make sure our sample is current and below. We're gonna zoom in a little bit. This time I'm going to use my Wacom. You can definitely use your mouse. And I'm just going to be sampling, painting. So you guys know the method. I'll try not to have you guys sit there and watch me doing all of this. I'll just cut the video ahead when I have completed removing the blemishes. All right, see you guys in a few. Okay, so now that I've removed most of the blemishes, what I'm going to do now is we're going to do our dodging and burning. And like I mentioned before, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Okay, so what we do is we're going to go to our adjustments. We're going to go to curve. And firstly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my dodge, just like so. Just name the layer, like that. And then all we do, we just fill that with black. We're gonna do another curves, and this is gonna be our burn. All right, in the layer. What I normally tend to do too is I normally put the blending mode on luminosity. All right, let's make sure everything black. All right, cool. So what we'll do now is we'll highlight both of them. Press Command G on the keyboard, and I'm going to go say dodge and burn 1. I'm going to duplicate it. I'm just going to name it DB2. All right, so now that is done, I'm going to go over here, click on our dodge. So what we'll do now, to make things easier for herself, we're going to create a help layer. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the black and white. All right, so once we do the black and white right there, I'm going to go to my levels, And all I'm going to do is just kind of bring in right there, and then I'm just going to just like that. That way I'm able to see the areas that I want to actually work on. I'm going to hold down that. I'm going to press Command G again to group it, and that's all I'm going to do is just call that the help. All right, so we have that, and all I'm going to do is start doing my work. All right, so nice and simple. Press B on the keyboard for the brush. Hold on your shift, press 0, 1. I'm using opacity of about 50%, so I'm just going to press 5 on the keyboard for 50%. And all I'm going to do, I'll just show you the first few. And I'm just going to tone these down right here. Make sure you paint it with white on the mask, guys, like so. All right, so that's pretty much it, guys. So what I'll do is I'll just skip ahead and come back when I've completed doing my dodging and burning of these areas. All right, see you guys in a few. So far the image is looking pretty good. Let's look at the before, after, before, after. All right, so we have done enough here. Like I said, I don't want this video to be too long. I'm going to activate the other dodging and burning. I'm going to do more for a global. So what I'm going to do, same principle. I'm going to go back to my brush, and all I'm going to do now is just kind of bring the highlight up in these areas right here. I'm going to do the same right here as well. Just a little highlight. I'm going to do one right here. That's looking pretty good. And just bring a little bit of highlight on the nose right here. Just a little bit. Let's take that down a little bit right there. Good. And just bring the highlight up on this area right here. Right here. So all we're pretty much doing, guys, is just kind of accentuate the natural areas where the highlights fall. Just like that. That's looking pretty good. Just get a little highlight right there. That's looking good. Very subtle. Do a few more right here. Like so. That's looking good. And then we'll go to a burn. We'll zoom out a little bit. Now we're doing is just a little on the edges. Bring those in a little bit more. Good. Right there. Like so. Just a little bit. Just a little bit on that side. Like so. That's looking pretty good. Before, after. That's looking good. And now what I'll do is I'll go back to my curves. I'm just gonna add a little bit of contrast to the image, just a little bit. Not too much. Just to make the image kind of just come alive a little bit. I'm gonna bring the shadows up a little bit. It's a little bit flat for me. I'm liking that. Before, after, before, after. That's looking pretty good. I'm gonna create a blank layer because what I wanna do is just I wanna clean up the eyes right here. So I'm just gonna paint on the veins right there. Let Photoshop do its thing. And that's looking good. Let's do one right here. Good. Zoom out. That's looking pretty good. I'm just gonna take care of this part right there. That's looking really good, guys. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna create, so now I'm gonna color grade the image. So I'm gonna go all the way down here. I'm gonna go to gradient map. And that's looking really crazy, guys. What we're gonna do is we're gonna switch this to soft light, and then we're gonna take it down to 25%. All right, and that in itself we could use, but I'm gonna just show you another method. What you could do now is you can select noise, and where you see where it says roughness, we're gonna take that down all the way to 0. All right, and then all you can do now is just randomize, just to find a look that you like. So let's say I like this one. I can literally just name it or just click on new, and what it does, it creates one there for you. As you can see that I've created a few here. And these are looking pretty good, guys. I really like this one. This one looks really nice. This one also looks really nice too, because it kind of makes the image pop a little bit more. So let's select that one. Let's say okay. All right, and now what I'll do is I'll go to the mask, press B on my keyboard, make sure my flow is at 100%, so I hold on my shift key, press 0, and then I want my opacity to be at 100% as well, so I press 0. All right, so all we're gonna do now is just paint where the eye is. We're gonna go to the lips, or rather the teeth. Right there. And I'm really loving how this image is looking right now. I'm going to show you also another method to kind of like just bring a little bit more pop to the image. What we could do is we can go to our curves, and I'm going to just increase the brightness a little bit, like so. And then what I'll do is I'll take that highlight away from the blacks. I'll drag it to where I see the spots that I want it to be at. Then I'm going to just take it out, like so. That's looking pretty good. And if you look at that, it just adds a little bit of sheen to the image. We could double tap it. And if you want to expand that sheen a little bit more, we'll just back it off a little bit, like so. Just like that. So you can see that it's spilling on all the areas. So what I'll do is I'll fill this with black. Press B on my keyboard. Make sure we're painting with white, sorry. And all I'm gonna do is just kind of dab in the areas that I want it to be. Just like that. Just a little right here. And a little right here. And then right under her nose, like so. Just a little bit. And that's looking pretty good. If we think it's too strong, especially the color grading, I'm just gonna take this down to maybe 20%. So it's not so strong. And if we stop right here, guys, and look at our before and our after, before and our after. So I hope you guys do enjoy that. That was a quick method, a free method that you guys can try with any of your images. Let me know how it goes. Leave those comments in the description below. And also, if you guys have any questions, leave those down there as well, and I will try to answer as many as possible. All right. Hope you guys having a great day. Stay safe. Peace.